Hey guys, so today I look like a YSL perfume bottle, and you know what, I'm into it. I don't really know what to do with my hair this time, so we're just gonna kind of let it flop around and do its thing. I'm testing some new angles and stuff, so if this isn't the dead-on, flat, shot you were expecting, I'm so sorry. This is something new that I'm trying, and I'm just trying to get it right, and this is what I think I have. I'm a little concerned about the mirror here that you can see me. Hello. But we're just gonna kind of roll past it. Today we're gonna do some new releases, and hopefully I'll just sit this way and that mirror won't even matter. Like, seriously, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how my neighbors honestly actually do it. I don't know. It's like they know exactly when I'm going to film, and then they start mowing their lawns, blowing their weed whackers. Now I got glitter in my eye, I'm so upset. I don't know why it's getting louder. Like, are they in my yard? I don't understand. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed. So let's go ahead and start with something that actually got me a little heated when I saw it. It's the Mickey Mouse Besame collaboration. Didn't they just do a Peter Pan collection? And also, Mickey Mouse 90th birthday collections need to end. Maybelline has one, Dose has one, and now Besame has one, and I'm just like, oh my god, Disney, we get it, you love money. Leave us alone. Like, we just want regular makeup. Like, you could have had just like one or two. I would have been like, okay, sure. But you, like, are putting your hand in everybody's, almost said pants, this is an appropriate, age-appropriate, E-rated channel, my mistake, in everybody's cookie jars. It's making me crazy. I don't want to see any more Disney collabs. I'm burnt out on them. I'm not excited by them, and I really love Mickey Mouse. I mean, since I was a kid, I have like collected like an assortment of Mickey Mouse things. Not to say it's taken over my life. Stop. Make this end. I don't want to see another Disney collab. Safe to say I won't be getting this. I think out of all of them, this is by far the best one, in my opinion. Simply because it's the cutest one. I think it comes with what looks like a small, like, mirrored compact and then two lipsticks, a red and a black, which makes sense for Mickey Mouse. It's kind of old school. It's got this really cute packaging. So I do think this is, like, the best release out of all of them, but I just wish it would have been the first and the only one to come out because I'm so tired of the princesses and the Mickey and the, and the lore. I don't want any more of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Okay, this is something I don't understand. And usually I wait until like a product is revealed in full before I talk about it. However, I think it's pretty apparent what this is from the sneak peek they gave. And it's a Becca product. And so it says, "Good day, Becca Beauty." Kind of like an Australian, like, "Good day, mate." And it's got like a pig on it, which is cool. And it's very clearly like a pink highlighter, a white highlighter, and then a very obvious shimmery bronzer, and one freeze time and space. Like, I like the pig press that's in here. I think that's super cute. Becca has been like on this like cute press kick, which I've actually been very interested in. I think they're really cute. But there's no way I'm gonna buy something that has bronzer and highlighter in the same pan. That makes me insane. I would never get used to that, so of course I'm gonna pass on it. KKW by Gway Cosmetics. Sisters collab yet again to make the same thing they've both been making since they both started their brands. This is in every other lip kit they've ever made. The most exciting part of this entire picture is, I guess that's Kylie's nails. I don't know. I think those are really beautiful, like, rectangle square nails. I think those are gorgeous. And like, the packaging's gorgeous. I'll give it to you straight, but the colors, I mean, they both do. They both seem to make the same colors over and over again. And how many, like, pinky nudes, which, I mean, people love their pinky nudes, I get it, but how many, like, pinky nudes and how many reds can you make before they all just become the same thing? It makes me wonder, are they just the same thing? I don't know, but I feel like every time they do these promo pictures, everything just looks the same as the last thing they did, and it's not, like, exciting. Buxom collaborated with Shay Mitchell. Now, I love Shay Mitchell. I think she is gorgeous. I used to follow her on Instagram for a while. I used to watch Pretty Little Liars. I always thought she was so cool. I loved her so much. I just thought she was so beautiful. I've kind of like, I don't know, I don't keep up with her much anymore. But, I mean, I still like her. I think she's gorgeous. But she is collaborating with Buxom to create this cream highlighter palette, which It's different, but I don't know. For me, cream products, there's several issues I have with this. One, cream products in like cardboard packaging to me is, I think, just like a bad idea. I think that it has a higher rate or higher chance to get moldy and dry out faster, and there's nothing like special to this. I mean, I'm sure she wanted to make something that most people would find appealing, but if I remember correctly, she's kind of all about that more natural look, and cream, you know, seems kind of like her thing, you know? So, I mean, congrats to her on making this product, but I'm definitely not gonna get it. I don't see anything special to it. Just kind of a bored, just kind of like a little bored with that release, but, you know, maybe her fans will get it. I don't know. Belge Cosmetics released this Trend Mood sneak peek thing with the fingers, and they were these like bright colors, and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. I got so excited. It's like beautiful primary, like matte shades. It's an all matte palette, and I was like, yes, affordable, multicolor matte palette. Hand it over. Let's hang out. I was all about it. And then I saw the palettes. And what is this? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. There's good colors in here, I feel like, but they're nothing that exciting. Also, there's just like a ton of beige and browns in there, and I don't know what that's about. It's called the Ultra Matte palette, so maybe it's not necessarily supposed to be like all brights or whatever, but it's just like, I don't know, all the colors to me, outside of like a couple here and there, like the purple, that like olivey, well, maybe not even the olivey green, but like that kind of like a little darker than baby blue, you know what I'm saying, like sky blue kind of, like those are kind of the more interesting ones, and everything else kind of seems like stuff I already have. And I also didn't like that it was kind of one of their larger palettes. And I wished it would have been something smaller, a little more compact, with maybe like some more decent packaging. I think they're kind of trying to instill some kind of Morphe vibe to their name. I don't know, there's a lot of things I have with this palette. It definitely could have been arranged a lot better. I think that's a big problem with this palette, and why I don't like it is there are colors that do appeal to me. However, one, there's too many light colors and they need to be removed. This palette is huge and it doesn't need all these random beige shades, but it's not organized well. A lot of these colors like don't make sense next to the other colors, and they should have been pushed this way. Like there's like this beige like way over here, and it should be over here, and like this yellow needs to be over here by these yellows. I don't know what this like light shade is over here. It needs, like, it just looks like a big mess. There's a random brown next to a purple and a green that like doesn't need to be there. So this whole thing is just kind of like a letdown for me, because I really wanted it to be something totally cool, and it really just like it was a massive disappointment. Colorpop Super Shadow Shock Sheetal Vault. The thing, the stuff. It's ginormous. This is outrageous to me. I wish they would have just sold these separately. Quite frankly, this is a weird set to me because a lot of the colors look very similar to one another, and maybe like swatched they're different, but like in several of the pictures, these shades look incredible. Some of them look very similar to each other, or like they'll give a similar effect to the other one. I don't know. I don't understand. And there's a bunch of different presses in there. And what do you know? They're doing, you know, a pet peeve of mine with the same pan, two different colors. Why? Some of them make sense because I feel like if those did get mixed, it wouldn't be too bad. But like, why though? Like, I feel like that's not as exciting. I would rather just have like, for example, like this blue silver split. I would have rather just have one of each, or just one half, than both, you know? I don't know. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't know. I mean, it's not like a bad release. It's fun, but it's just, I don't think it's what anybody wants or needs. And I think it could have been done a little bit better. And I also think they should have broken it up into like 3 different sets with like color coordinating shadows, if that makes sense. But maybe their smaller sets aren't doing so well. But then again, I don't know why they'd make a bigger set and expect that to do really well. I saw this actually during Black Friday, but Juvia's Place released pressed powder highlighters. These are the Heroin Glows 1 and 2. One seems to be like a lighter gold, and one seems to be a more red toned bronzy kind of shade. And I think these are really stunning. The packaging I think is a little whack for my opinion. I think like it's like a box kind of thing, from what I can tell anyway. That's not for me, but it seems like a lot of product in a nice square pan. Looks kind of like diamondy. It's really cute. I don't know if these would fit my skin tone, so I'm gonna pass on these for packaging and color reasons alone. I saw that Linda Hallberg, which I didn't know very much about. I heard Angelica Nikes talk about her. I think that's how you say her name. It's probably not. Talk about her very briefly. She also released some other palette, but I don't have that on here, so we're just gonna talk about this. But she's releasing a palette for holiday, and it is the Metallic Mysteries 2 palette. It comes with 4 shades. They all have a very like geometric press that seems to be very popular this year. NARS was doing a lot of that, so I'm wondering if that's everyone's getting on that ship. And they have, I feel like, you know, relatively unique colors. They have one like light gold champagne shade, a very like mulled wine deep brown burgundy color, a dark green, which honestly is so gorgeous, and then a legit burgundy with more like red in there. It's a little brighter than the brown kind of color. And this is really pretty. I'm not picking it up. Huda Beauty is releasing the Power Bullet lipsticks, and these are shimmery or glitter bullet lipsticks, and they have like, they're pretty colors, like the purple, the pink, and the deep red, and like they look pretty in the pictures, but honestly, metallic glitter lips, we're over. It's done. No mas. I can't imagine people buying this and like legit wearing these. I feel like every time I wear a metallic lipstick, and we'll talk about this in another video, but they don't look good. I feel like on anybody in real life, you know, like in these swatches, you're like, wow, that looks pretty cool. IRL, you're like, wow, I look like an old woman. So I'm just kind of like, okay. I don't know. The packaging is gorgeous, but it's definitely not for me. So Gway has a set out now. It is the Funfetti set. It comes with an eye topper, a lip gloss, the Funfetti lip topper, excuse me, and a highlighter, and they're all like in the shade Funfetti and stuff. And I saw swatches. The eye topper is gorgeous. I mean, it's this really pretty like silver with like, I feel like some real soft like pink in there. The lip topper is also really pretty, but the pink highlighter I felt like wasn't really for me. I don't mind this color too bad, but I've had some poor experiences with some pink shades that are more like this bubblegum tone. I feel like they don't look very natural on my skin. Essence released a holiday collection. This actually surprised me. I didn't think Essence was going, you know, to do anything anymore ever again. They have an eyeshadow palette that looks like a highlighter, a powder highlighter, a body and hairspray. I don't know what that is. Lip balm. They have a brush. What is this? Like a soap? Stamps? Are those stamps? Stickers? What am I looking at? Yeah, I don't know. But basically, let's talk about the highlighter. Let's talk about the brush and the eyeshadow palette. The eyeshadow palette, honestly, is not bad. It's not, I don't think I would end up buying it. I mean, maybe if it's like a really affordable price, which Essence is, it'd be fun to give their formula a try. And I don't really know much about it, but the colors honestly aren't bad for a holiday palette. I found, especially for Essence, like I feel like their color stories aren't great, so this is actually like a big surprise. I had the Essence Pure Nude for a while, and I didn't really like it because it didn't fit my skin tone. I felt like it, every time I put it on, it just left a weird stripe on me, and I didn't like it. This is pink though. You know how I feel about pink. And the brush is also gorgeous. I think it's super fun. They have like these candy canes that like will float, I guess, when you turn it and stuff. I think that's so fun. So I just saw on the post that this will be available in European drugstores in November and December. However, I don't know if it's going to be available in US. Hopefully it will be. I think this is a really cool collection. So hopefully we'll see that come to Ulta, but I'm actually not sure. And of course it's going to be affordable because it's Essence, so that's cool. Bellegant Cosmetics is releasing these highlighter bronzer duos, and the like in the pans they look, you know, like highlighter bronzer duos, but on the swatches next to them they look so gray. Now don't get me wrong, I love a good gray contour, but I don't know why they look so warm in the pan and so like ashy on these swatches. Like I don't understand. So I don't know. I've never tried Bellegant before. The highlighters look gorgeous. It's almost enough to make me kind of pick one up just to see how well it works. Bellegant is also releasing a Ruby Roses eyeshadow palette. It's $22. It's like a orange, red, and some purple palette. It's really pretty. This, for some reason, doesn't call to me, though. I think I'm just a little tired of reds at the moment. I have the Ace Beauty Blossom Passion Blossom palette. and that's kind of got me like settled with my reds. I'm just kind of like, okay, we're gonna take a break on pinks and reds because I have Colourpop Ooh La La, I have the Ace Blossom Passion, and I don't need any more, but I think this is really nice. I love the 2 purple shades. I think that those are like really cute. e.l.f. is releasing metallic flare highlighters, and I don't really understand why because they already have a highlighter line. I haven't been really understanding why companies, I guess, make different formulas of highlighters. I don't know. I guess it's not the worst thing in the world that they could do, but I always think like, well, if you have one and that worked out well, why make another one? But maybe they're just trying to expand on their formula. I don't know. But they're making all like, you know, neutral wearable colors. There's white gold, rose gold, 24K gold, bronze gold. So there's 4 of them. They come with like another geometric press. This packaging looks a little cheaper than the other one, but maybe it'll be nicer. I don't know. I think I might actually pick one of these up because they're supposed to be $6 each. Like their other highlighters, they have a clear top with a black compact. Keep my eye on them. I saw a bunch of new highlighters on e.l.f.'s website, and I was like, what's up with that? Because I liked their their regular formula. So I don't know about that, but we'll see. Benefit and Desi Perkins, I almost said Desi Katie, like that's her whole name. They're releasing the Bomb Ass Brows collaboration pack. So it's a bunch of like, I think full-size brow products. Yeah, no, 4 full-size brow bestsellers and 1 mini and 1 pro tool. All comes in a custom rose gold packaging with specially designed box. Includes a full-size Precisely My Brow, full-size Foolproof brow powder, full-size 24-hour brow setter, full-size highbrow brow highlighter, mini Ka-Brow cream gel brow color, angled brow brush and spoolie. And you can get them in 5 shade combinations: light, medium, cool, medium neutral, medium warm, and deep for $59. And it is a $126 value, which is actually, it's not bad. If you want to try a lot of really cool brow products, this is the way to do it. I don't use a lot of brow pencils anymore, but I've heard good things about the Precisely My Brow, and it is really tiny. This actually does interest me a little bit. I'm not sure what that's about because I definitely don't need all these brow products for what, $60, but I'm gonna kind of go ahead and watch that. Maybe it'll go on a sale or something. So I'll just keep my eye on it for the moment. Not like I need a whole bunch of new brow products, and I have like a brow routine that works for me, but I think that's a pretty good deal if you're looking to kind of test out a lot of brow products and find something that works for you. Benefit seems to have kind of like, you know, the standard for brow products, like the best, some of the best on the market. So I would check this out if you're looking for something like that. And Smashbox, wow, okay, this is a big covershot palette. This is, yeah, the LA covershot eye palette. Wow, okay, so it's $45. Sorry, I'm like stuttering. It's $45, features 9 mattes, 7 shimmers, inspired by the streets, sunsets, and skylines of LA, and a full-size eyeliner. So the packaging is gorgeous, as Smashbox does. They always do the palm trees and California kind of stuff. I don't love 2 different pan sizes in the palette, but I like that they did this in a way where they don't waste product. So there's like a larger size one, and there's like a trio that follows it. And I kind of like that because the trios are like their own color story. I really love the first one with the blue, the pink coral color, and the purple. I think that's really stunning. And I also love this kind of like light green in the last one. So this is actually a really nice release, but I don't need something this big for what, only like 4 shades, but I still think it's really, I think it's kind of nice actually. And this would definitely make a really nice gift for somebody else. They're also coming out with lip glosses. These are the Gloss Angeles. That's kind of cute. High Shine glosses. High Shine on Shine. I don't know what that means. $19 each. It's a clear lip gloss and a serum, non-sticky feel. Whatever. And they've got like a basic, you know, collection of colors. I'm definitely not picking up any of these, but they all look really nice. It's a lot of pinks and purples, which for some reason everyone makes like pink and purple glosses. I don't know what's up with that. But I'm gonna go ahead and pass on both of those. Time to talk about the just outrageousness, the audacity, the unbelievability that Colorpop released 3 palettes in like the past 3 days. I mean, like, they came out of nowhere, I swear. One is a collaboration with Becky G, which I've heard that name before. I couldn't tell you exactly who she is or where she's from. I think she's a singer. She's a celebrity, basically. I don't know. Like, so her palette is actually not bad. She made the Salvaje palette. That's not correct. So sorry. 2 luster dust highlighters and then some lipsticks. I don't know what kind of lipsticks they are. They don't say on this post. I think we have a couple ultra glossies, maybe an ultra matte and ultra satin, you know, something like that. The colors are actually not bad. I kind of like the orange terracotta color and the light nude shade, which is actually like really light. I feel like that would look really nice on me. But the palette is not so bad. I realized after I blocked off the 3 colors I kept looking at, which were of course the 2 blues and the pink, it was a palette that looked incredibly similar to Soft Glam. So I'm probably not going to get this. And the same goes for the other 2 palettes they released. So these are Ulta Exclusive, the Sweet Nothings palette and the Rendezvous palette. The Rendezvous palette actually looks a little similar with the blue and like that deep kind of red-brown shade to the Becky G palette. And the Sweet Nothing is actually very similar to the Keiruchi palette. It almost seems like a lighter version of the Keiruchi palette. So I felt like this was just kind of like a really random release for them. I felt like these palettes really didn't have a lot of like aesthetic to them or color story or again like even excitement. These were just kind of like really random, boring palettes, and I just feel like Colourpop feels like they have to have the floor a lot of the time, and I love them. They're really, I think, truly my favorite affordable brand, one of my favorite brands in total, but it's just like they don't stop. They're starting to like really, I mean, like snowball down this hill, and I don't know if they're ever gonna give it a break. They're also releasing a highlighter palette. This is the Creme de la Creme, and I'm wondering if it's their Super Shock formula because it's more like creamy, and they're also releasing lip sets that almost look a little bit the same. They have their differences, but they do look a little bit the same. And this was just kind of like a random release for me. I feel like Colourpop is just kind of losing sight of their palettes. I felt like they used to have some really decent like color story palettes, including their nude, you know, and warm tone palettes, like the ones that we would deem boring nowadays, like Double Entendre and Give It To Me Straight. I felt like were really gorgeous, neutral, wearable like palettes that had a really decent color story, but these are just, I feel like, craziness. And this, I think both of these could have waited until next year to be released. For example, the Sweet Nothings, spring, and Rendezvous, summer, done. Maybe they just want to have a ton of palettes for everyone to pick through. I'm just kind of a little weirded out because it's a lot. I don't feel a lot of inspiration when I look at these, and I honestly get the feeling that they weren't really that inspired when they made them. So, yeah. So that's it for this new release video. I don't know if I was in focus that whole time because I don't have my glasses on and it literally looks blurry just looking at it from here. So hopefully everything worked out okay. Sorry about the noise. I mean, seriously, my neighbors, like, they don't stop. Once they get started, they don't stop. All right, guys, that's all for new releases. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Pew, pew, pew.